So Xavier.
I don't think he started the camera.
Yes, he has. It's rolling right now.
Oh.
So what are we doing on Corny Camp Skills today?
I have no idea. Mattresses?
Air mattresses. So today, how to choose an air mattress for your next camping trip.
Okay.
Good to go? Okay. So let's get right into it. So there's different types of air mat. So some are air mattresses. I put them into two different categories. Air mattresses and foam mattresses. Okay. So an air mattress is one that, of course, you got to put some air into it. You got to puff it up. And the foam mattress is a foam mattress. Okay. So air mattress and foam mattresses. So when you're selecting an air mattress, there's a couple of things you want to look at. So weight, how big it is, the bulky of it, and also the thickness. Okay, so the thicker it is, the more comfortable it'll be. Like, you see, I got one on the bottom here.
No, that's a thick boy.
You see how thick it is?
Oh yeah, that's thick.
Yeah, so that's about it. It's got like a 3 to 4 inch lift on it. Okay, and then you get one like this one here, and this one is just at about an inch.
Yeah, it's not that much.
Okay, so the one that's thicker is going to be a bit heavier than the one that's thinner, more or less, right? And also heat. You know, how much heat does it not reflect, but retain, okay? And the comfort. So which one do you think is going to be comfortable? More comfortable?
This
thick
one.
Yeah, of course. The thick, especially if you're like a side sleeper. If you sleep on your back, it's not so bad. You'll feel it in your hips and that. But if you're a side sleeper, you'll really feel it in your shoulder and knees. Okay. So why don't I just always use the thick one? Because, like I said, the thick one sometimes is
too big,
too heavy. You know, when you want to go lightweight, you want to go with a thinner one. But the more lightweight you go, in general, because there is some lightweight ones that are pretty thick. So the thicker you go, the more heavier you're going to be, more or less, and the lighter you're going to be, the less comfortable you're going to be. Okay, so like these ones are self-inflating air mattresses. This one, they call it self-inflating because what it is you have like a foam core inside of it. It's like a sponge inside, and then the outside is this layer of nylon. Okay, so then when you open up the valve, you don't have to open it up just yet.
No.
But when you open up the valve, once it's rolled up and you open up the valve and you let it flat, it'll expand on its own to a certain extent. And then you've got to add air into it to make it a bit stiffer. Okay, so the same kind of things. The only ones that you don't have to add air to are the foam ones. Okay. So they have different ratings and they rate them in R value. Okay, so this one here, I'm not 100%.
So wait, so are you telling me these mattresses are R-rated?
Yes, they're R-rated. I never thought of it that way. So yes, they have an R rating. Okay, this one here, the X-Ped. This is this one. I bought this one because it's like a Cadillac. Okay, when I go hiking in the wintertime, I want something that'll get me off the ground, that's comfy and warm. So this one has down in it, like a sleeping bag. Has feathers in it. So it's very warm.
Wait, this has feathers? Wait, no.
Yeah. It's got feathers in it.
I mean like feathers, not
feathers.
Actual, no, literal feathers.
Down feathers.
I thought these were just, this was literally air.
Off a goose or a duck. I'm serious. It's got it in there. It's built into the channels and that.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's got a very high R rating value. So this is an R rating value of about 8. Okay? When this one here, this is probably an R value around 1.5, 2.
What does R stand for something?
That's a good question.
Oh.
I don't really know.
They got any X-rated mattresses?
Okay, well put the answer here, what it stands for. Okay.
I don't think people want to know what an X
No, not the X-rated. So yeah, so I got a self-inflating here. This one is it's not self-inflating actually, this one. It has an integrated hand pump into it there. So it has an outlet so you can let the air out from here. And then when you go to, oh, you want to show it?
Yeah, okay. Obviously.
And when you go to pump it up, you put your hand over the hole and you pump it up that way. Or you can buy them actually. The company that makes this one, actually, it sells, you can bring a battery powered pump with you and it'll air it up, or there's an external bag.
How long does it take to fill this mattress by hand?
Okay, so to blow it up, this one takes about 5 minutes when you're using the hand pump. So there's another drawback. You see, it's a bit of a drawback on it. It takes a little while. to pump it up. You got to equalize the pressure. Takes a little while to pump it up, but it's very comfortable. Okay, and it's very warm. So in the middle of the summer, when it's like, you know, really warm and at night and that, I don't need this. You know, and I don't need to carry the weight and the bulkiness, even though it compacts down very good. All right, so let's get this one out of the way there. Then we've got, I wanted to talk to you about the material that it's made out of also.
Wait, is this 2 inches?
This one, let's see. It's about 1.5 inches, 1.75 inches. Just, I'd say just under 2 inches. So this was my first Thermarest I ever got.
Okay.
Thermarest is the name of the company. Self-inflating mattress. This is the first one I ever got. I got this in the 90s, late 90s. And it was like a game changer. Because before that, we used to use air mattress, a straight out air mattress.
Wait, is this a really old one too?
Yes, this is really old.
This looks fairly comfortable.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is made out of rubber.
Okay.
So it's pretty heavy compared to the other ones. It's nice and thick, so it's comfortable to sleep on.
Yeah, there's quite a lot more weight to it.
Yeah, there's a lot of weight, and when you roll it up, it's pretty bulky. But the thing was, well, we didn't have this kind of technology when I started, so this is what we had. What was great about these was it got you off the ground. Okay, so if the ground was wet, it got you off. What are you doing?
I'm just showing it off.
Oh, okay. If the ground was wet, it got you off the ground, but it had no insulation value whatsoever. So in the wintertime, when you would sleep on this, your back would be cold. Okay? Have you noticed what material these are all made out of?
Nylon?
Yeah, it's like a nylon, eh? So what's like a characteristic of it?
What?
Is it slippery?
I don't know, it's loud when you rub it.
Yeah, it's loud when you rub it, and it's pretty slippery. So when you have a nylon sleeping bag and you're on top of another nylon material, they get slippery.
Oh,
okay, so you'll slide, like in the middle of the night, that's one of the problems with these, is in the middle of the night, often you'll slide off it. You'll wake up, your feet will be cold, and you go, oh, and then you put your feet back on.
I didn't think you were gonna say it's slippery. I honestly thought you were gonna say something like, it's double the loudness.
No, the loudness doesn't really bother me that much, okay? So they are more slippery than the usual ones.
Now this, I'm assuming this is one of the examples. This looks very fairly uncomfortable.
So it's really, like you're noticing, eh? It's really thin.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So this is thin. But one of the great things about this is you'll never puncture it. You won't get like if you're sleeping in one of these.
I see a puncture right here.
Exactly, but will it deflate?
No. Oh.
It'll never deflate on you. So you won't have that problem. So they all have their pros and cons, eh? So this is one of them. This is very thin, but it's very warm. I would have to look up the R value. I'll look it up there and I'll put it on the video. The R value of these, but they're thin, but they're warm, and they'll never deflate.
Okay.
Okay, so these are very popular. These have been very popular for a long time.
I assume they're not high on the R value, which I also assume the R value is based off of comfort.
No, the R value is not based on comfort. It's based on the heat retention.
Oh, okay.
So keeping you warm. And these are, even though they're really small, they're really good for it.
Oh, okay.
And the other thing also is, it's easy to dry if it gets wet.
Ah, yeah.
You just wipe it off. Like something made out of, like these ones, these self-inflating mattresses, if they get wet, they'll stay wet for a while. Okay, you have to dry it off, you have to put it in the sun and that. It'll stay wet if it gets wet. Okay, that one too, if it gets wet, it stays wet for a little while.
Rubber, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, the rubber one, you just wipe it off with a damp cloth, with a cloth. And the same thing with these, they won't absorb water.
This looks like a sort of a material that would absorb water, though.
It doesn't.
It looks like a comically long sponge.
It's made on the same technology as a sponge, but they call this a closed cell foam. An open cell foam is a sponge. A closed cell foam is one of these.
Oh wait, can we actually try that right now? Just get some water and put it on it?
Maybe, yeah, we'll do that. Then they got thinking, because when you roll this one up, Okay, so it's the same size. You can see it's about the same size in that when you roll it up. But it's a bit more difficult to work with. Like if I let go of this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a bit more difficult to work with. And this folding one, it folds like an accordion. Let's pull that out. Pull it out. And then there's the other thing. When you unroll it, let go, it wants to go back to its rolled position. Okay. So they came up with this idea. So honestly, this is a closed cell foam also.
This looks a bit more comfortable than the blue one.
It is.
This one.
It is. So it's the same weight, same thickness, but you can see they reduced the weight by using a honeycomb kind of system.
Yeah, there's also, wait, are these like air bubbles under the bumps here?
No, it's not. So it just, if you look over, the bump on one side is the indent on the other side.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Like, so it's the same weight, same
neat.
thickness, but lighter.
It's like less material.
Yeah, less material, and it makes it lighter. The problem with these is, when we fold them up, putting something like that on your backpack. So it goes like either on the top of your backpack like that, or it straps to the side of your backpack like this.
Because you can't fold it any more than it already is.
So they're a bit bulky when you're trying to put it on your backpack. And leaving it out in the rain is like if it's raining out when you're hiking, that's no fun. Even though I said, they're easy to dry, it's still no fun getting it wet. Right, so that's a bit of the disadvantage of these. Let's talk about deflation. So deflation of a self-inflating mattress like this is pretty easy. Now before you twist it, you're just going to go, oh, it's about twisting. I've had the issue before in the wintertime when I'm camping. These get frozen up a bit, and if you start to twist, what you'll do is twist the whole nozzle. And so you just got to be a bit careful with it. So you hold the base here and you untwist it a bit, okay?
All right, so this base?
Yeah, right here, there. Yeah, you're holding it okay.
Okay.
Hang on, Xavier. Watch it. Right there. Hold it right there. And then untwist the top. And you'll hear the air come out. Untwist it more. There you go. Like you can
Well, let me try to put it close to the mic so.
Okay. Open it more. Open the valve. There you go. Oh,
wrong way.
There you go. Okay, it's all the way open. Now to get all the air out of it, we're going to roll it. Over the years I've developed a little technique for this. When you're on the floor, what you'll do is let go so I can, when you're on the floor, you can put your knees on it. Like if you're in your tent and that.
Okay.
So you roll it up, you put your knee on it. Now it's not rolled up very good right now, so our aim now is not to get it rolled really tight.
To get the air out.
Our aim is to get the air out, exactly. Don't want to break the table either. Okay, so once all the air is out, we'll close the valve. And we'll open it back up. And then, this time, we'll roll it up nice and tight. We might get a little bit more air at the back there because we rolled it up tighter. Get the air out. There we go. And always put it in its bag, in its carry bag. Put it back in there. When you're going to put it in its carry bag, make sure that you put the valve to the top. Right. Do you know why we want the valve at the top?
So it won't break?
Nope. If you have a leak in your air mattress and it's like this in the bag, it's slowly going to expand. Remember, it's self-inflating, so it's slowly going to expand. So if you have a leak in it and you leave it there for the day, and then at the end of the day you come to take it out, it's going to have taken all the expansion inside the bag. You're going to have a lot of trouble getting it out of the bag because it's going to be really thick with the bag.
That's really smart, actually.
Yeah.
That's really
so
smart.
what you'll do is get your knee up on there, open the valve, get some air out, close the valve, and then you'll be able to get it back out of its bag. Make sense?
Get the knee on, close the valve, open the valve?
Yeah, put your knee on there, open the valve, let some air out, close the valve,
That sounds logical.
and then you'll be able to get it out. But then also, you know, you got a hole somewhere in it.
Yeah.
And they sell repair kits for that.
Duct tape.
That's a very good one. If you don't have anything else, duct tape. They also sell this stuff called tenacious tape and different things like that. It's for, you can get it in camping stores. It's for repairing tents, sleeping bags, air mattresses. It works great for that stuff. It works a bit better than duct tape, but duct tape is good in a pinch.
The acronym for tenacious tape is TT.
I did not know that.
Funny.
Now we're going to do how to inflate it. So here, you grab that. Now we'll inflate it.
So it's like, wait, so just duct tape and other kinds of good solid tape just works for this?
It's okay,
But it should be flexible.
well, duct tape is flexible, but duct tape will let air out. It'll still let the air out.
So you have to get specially made duct tape for this?
Like I was saying, stuff in a camping store. There's outdoor repair tape that it's a lot better.
Okay.
So open up the bag.
Sorry, I was thinking about TT the first time.
And a bag for your air mattress is always a great idea. A stuffed sack, something to put it in, so it'll keep it dry. We roll it out. Okay. Come and open the valve. And let it, you can hear the air rushing in. We're gonna need the bag. But you can hear the air rushing in.
Yeah.
Okay. So the bags that come with these air mattresses often are also to help you inflate it. One of the errors, and you're going to see a lot of people doing this out in campgrounds and stuff like that. They get there and they'll let.
You got my flyer.
Oh yeah, look at that. So they let right now we let it self-inflate, and it's self-inflated, but you can see it's still really soft. We can get it on a bit thicker than this, a bit harder, so it'll be more comfortable to sleep in. A lot of people, you'll see them in campgrounds and stuff like that, they'll start blowing these up with their mouth. Okay? What's the problem with me blowing it up with my mouth?
Dirty.
Not the dirty thing though. What do you think? What am I
putting saliva in the
I'm
mattress?
introducing a lot of humidity into the mattress. So I'm just introducing a lot of air vapors in there. And the other one too is the air that I'm pushing in here is warm. So if you're outside in the middle of the night, you'll notice this. You'll blow this up, it's at night, and you'll blow it up, and it's nice and hard and firm. And then you'll close up the valve and you'll put it in your tent and you'll lie down and you'll start to go to sleep. And then you'll wake up halfway through the night and it's all soft. And you're like, but I blew this up hard. Do I have a hole? What it is warm air.
Makes air expand. Yeah, particles expand.
Yeah, warm air expands more. So then when the air cools down, whoop, it shrinks down. It's not as warm.
So in the other way around, if you were to fill this with cold air and take it out on a warm day, it would like blow up.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So what we do is, you see the bag here? You see that little nib
Nozzle?
that's got on the back?
Yeah.
You know what that's for?
No.
It's for blowing up your air mattress.
Ah.
So it becomes a bag. So you open up the valve, and you stick the nib on the end of it. See, it's made to go there.
Oh, so it's like, so it blocks it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really cool.
So then you open up that bag.
Oh wait, I thought it was meant to like block air from coming out on the.
Well, it does too, because it's a one-way valve. That air valve on the bottom is a one-way valve.
Only one way. Wait, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So you can blow up your air mattress this way, and you won't introduce any moisture into your air mattress.
Do most mattresses have that, or is this like a fairly unique thing for military mattresses?
No, a lot of mattresses these days have that. Okay, you'll even see battery-powered ones.
It's really neat. That's honestly, I did not know that trick with the bag. That's really smart.
Yeah,
Multi-purpose.
multi-pass. Okay, so that's excellent for that one. The that other one that I have. So there's a big one that I have. Like I said, there's two places. There's this one's to deflate and that one's to inflate, right? So it's a bit different. This one's a bit different. When we're going to deflate it, let's get this one out of the way.
It's like the hole's really big, but it feels like not a lot of air is coming out.
Well,
of
let
it.
me roll it. Let me roll it up.
Like there's some sort of filter.
Because, like you said, the hole is bigger. It deflates quicker. So that's one of the drawbacks with the self-inflating ones, is that they don't deflate very quickly. These ones deflate much quicker. And the same thing when we get down here.
I thought it was deflating a bit.
So now plug it back up.
I thought it was deflating a bit slower because I thought I saw some weird filter on it.
This one, you can see it's a lot flatter than the others. And the bag, when you're looking at the bag, like you look at the size of the bag and you're looking at that, going, how are we going to fit that?
Yeah, honestly,
there?
I can see how that can be a bit inconvenient.
Yeah, so you got to fold it up.
Okay.
And a lot of the new ones nowadays, you fold it up in three. No. And then we fold this one over this way. Okay, so we fold it in three. Okay, and then
that's neat. That's spatially clever.
yeah,
There's still a lot of air though. Let me open the valve.
yes, please. All right. And then we always close that valve up before we open it.
It's still
and then we
too.
grab.
Wait, is it still too big for the bag?
No, it'll fit in the bag.
It's in the bag. Again, keep the nozzle upwards in case there's a leak.
This one is different.
No, really?
Yeah. So it doesn't, if there is a leak, it won't expand. It's not a self-inflating air mattress.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot. Seems kind of tight.
Yes, it's tight in there. Okay, but it fits. You see how small that is compared to the other one?
Save space.
So it saves a lot of space in your backpack. Remember what I was saying? Like the big.
So it takes less space, and yet it's also a more comfortable mattress. So the only downside is the weight.
The weight, exactly. And well, remember this one will never deflate on you.
Yeah.
This you can get a puncture and it can deflate.
Yeah.
This is much warmer than this. This is much comfortable.
So
This is heavier.
So you should probably
than this.
choose between mattresses according to the place you go to and the conditions.
Exactly. So you got to choose the right mattress for the right conditions that you're going into. So I'm just giving you a bit of information here. So now you can specify where you're going and what that, and you can make what you want for it.
Which mattress would you, what condition would you use for that mattress?
So the conditions I'll use, so wintertime, always this. This for sure, 100%. Because all these mattresses, their R values are way too low. I've slept in minus 30 degrees with this. I'm serious, minus 30, I've slept outside using this, and my back was not cold. My toes were a bit, and my shoulder was when I was rolling on my side up on that because of my sleeping bag, but never a problem with my back or my hips. Okay, with that. This, I'd use this on normal hiking trips. If I'm backpacking, I'll use that, and I'll use this on a canoe trip. It's not so bad because a canoe trip you're not really worried about the weight, so I might use this on the canoe trip. On a backpacking trip, I'll use this. Okay.
Will you tie it directly to the back of your backpack, or would you cover it?
I would put it in a bag. You know, I'd put it in a bag like that. I've got other types of bags that I can put it in. No, I'd put it in a bag to keep it nice and dry and that, and then yes, I attach it to the outside of my pack. I don't like doing that, but it's a good compromise. And it's all about some kind of compromise. The other one that we had, where's that little gray one? So this one, this would be a good option too, right? Because it's about the same thickness as this one, and it's pretty light. Okay, if we look at both of these, they're pretty light. And,
Okay.
But remember what I said, slippery. This one's not really slippery.
Yeah. Well, and also this one would take a bit less space, I assume, but this one is just much quicker and convenient to set.
Yeah. So let's actually roll this one up and see the size of it rolled up.
Okay.
Well, hang on. I'm going to blow your mind though. Keep rolling there, Max. Okay. So put that one, hang on there, leave it like that there, Xavier.
We're supposed to be blowing mattresses, not mines.
No. Close it back up. Close it back up for a minute. I want to blow your mind.
I thought we were blowing mattresses.
Remember, we were saying, here's another trick I'm going to teach you. So let's say you don't have, you've got 2 summer ones. You got your 2 different summer ones and you want to go camping in the winter. And you're like, well, I don't have money to buy myself a good winter one right now. You know what you can do?
Double down.
Look at that. Whoop, put it the other way. Now, you've got a way warmer air mattress.
Does it really work like that?
Yep, it works like that.
Just more mattresses you put on, the warmer it is.
Exactly. So you can double up your air mattresses. I've seen people in the mountains doing that often.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, open that one, we'll roll it up, and we'll look at the different sizes. Nope, you're rolling it up wrong, Xavier.
Oh, yeah, that's right, the other way around.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, I would put my knee on it. Because you can get a lot more weight on there. And then close the valve. And then roll it up a second time, nice and tight. Now you can roll it up nice and tight. Put it on, it's easier to roll it on the table. It'll get tighter. So you pull towards you and you push down at the same time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like that, yeah, exactly. Yeah, so when you're rolling, you pull towards you and you push down at the same time and you'll make a nice tight package.
I'm trying to make it really tight.
You're doing a really good job.
Thank you.
And then when we get to the end, get the little bit of air out and we're good to go. Awesome, good job. You see how thin that is?
It is pretty thin.
So if we
Takes a
compare
tad
these-
less space.
Yeah, if we compare the 3 here, let's do the big green one while we're at it. Well, we got them all lined up here, and you can see the difference in size. Well, this one, the little gray one there, it's pretty small. Then the green one's bigger, and this one's bigger, but of course it goes by, and then this one is small compared to the other ones, but of course it's got the most weight. Okay. So this one doesn't have a lot of weight in that. It's takes up a bit of room, that, but you can see the different sizes when they're all rolled up. And I'll show you another trick. For these, when you've got them in, like I was saying, you want to put these on your pack. They take up a bit of room, right? Like you either got to strap it to the side or you got to put it on the top because it's kind of hard to get inside your pack. This one is thin enough to be able to fold it in half. Let's fold it in half.
Ah, I didn't. Oh, that's neat. When it's thin, you can do that when it's thin enough.
Yeah.
Although you could do that with other mattresses with enough effort and recklessness.
Yeah, that's once they get thicker, it's much more difficult to do this. Okay. So I wouldn't do it with.
Now you could definitely fit that in a backpack.
Yeah. So this will fit a lot better in a backpack like that. I would take that with me. But look at the size.
Yeah, it's like they're pretty much the same size, and given that this is a more comfortable weight, no, still the weight. That's true.
Exactly. You got it. So this one, it's the same size. This one is way warmer and it's way thicker, but it's way heavier. You see the difference?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So it depends on how much you want to, you really want to. Now there are some light ones, and then my next purchase that I want to do is going to be an air mattress, like an air mattress like that, not a self-inflating, but an air mattress with a bit it has less R value in it, but it's thicker. And it'll be about the same size as this, the same weight as this, and the same R value as this, but a bit thicker. So I'm going to be purchasing that next, and I'll be trying that one out. And I'll show everybody once I get it. Any questions, Xavier?
If air mattresses are a thing and water beds are a thing, does that suggest the existence of the 2 other elemental mattresses?
What are those?
Earth and fire, of course.
Well, an earth bed. Yeah, you got an earth bed.
Well, what
I
about
don't think I
fire
would
bed?
try a fire bed. You know, I'm curious. If you Google firebed, what will come up?
The nations lived in peace until the firebed nation attacked.
I just want to talk about, before we close everything out, storage of your air mattresses. Do we store our air mattresses like this?
Wait, like, what do you mean this?
Do I store my air mattress like that? Or do I store my air mattress like this?
I mean, that's an obvious question, like that.
No.
Oh.
Actually, you want to store your air mattresses flat
Okay, well,
and aired up.
what?
Yeah. And I'll explain it to you.
Oh, when you said store, I thought you meant like store to put in your bag.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
your carry bag.
Yeah, that's kind of smart. Yeah, you want to roll it up, of course, to put in your pack. But if you're when you're storing it, you're not using it. You want to lay it out as flat as possible.
Yeah.
So you can put these underneath your bed or whatever. You just leave the valves open. You let them sit flat. The reasoning behind this is, and a lot of people don't know this, and they store them rolled. So remember I said there's a foam in there? There's this foam in there like a sponge in between in the nylon bag. If you leave it rolled up and compressed, it'll take a bit of that memory of it always being compressed.
Okay.
Okay, so when you go to blow it up later on, it won't be as comfortable and the R rating won't be as high because the foam inside won't expand as much as it should.
If you leave it sucked up for a long time.
Exactly. So it's always good to let it out, let it breathe, and put it flat like this. And you can put them underneath your bed.
Let it be full when you put it in storage.
Yeah. And the same thing with this one. So this one, you remember I said it's a down one, so it has feathers in it.
Okay.
If it's always rolled up like this, the feathers will crunch up.
Ah.
And what's warm about a feather is a feather that's nice and fluffy. So this is really not good to store your air mattress like that. Did you learn something?
Yes.
Awesome. And that's the aim of everything here, is to learn something.
I learned that there's a tape of which the acronym is TT.
I don't want to know what it stands for in your mind.
It's the... I don't need to explain it. TT! It's the funny noise.
The funny noise?
Titty.
Oh. Okay, never mind. We're done.
Did you really think there was some weird hidden meaning?
No, that's what I
pretty
thought you were going to say.
Okay, that's all.
Are you still rolling? Repair kit. So this is a repair kit for the air mattress that I got for this one, and I always leave it in the bag. If you're going to bring an air mattress with you that's inflatable, bring a repair kit.
Okay. Like, do they come with the mattress?
Sometimes yes, and sometimes no.
Oh.
It depends.
Where can you buy repair kits?
Any hiking store.
Okay, that's simple enough.
All right, we're done.